Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Mother's House Podcast, and I am D. Sean.
My name is Corey. What's going on, everyone out there? Peace to the family. What's up, cuzzo?
Nothing, man. Just chilling and stuff.
Just chilling and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling. But yo, we ain't really got nothing too pressing, but we want to talk about music today. So I'm just gonna chop it up with my cuz. We're gonna talk about some music shit, and we just gonna vibe out.
We ain't gotta explain to them. They gonna come and they gonna listen, and that's what it's gonna be.
That is what it's gonna be, homie.
I love y'all though.
We love y'all. But anyway, yo. So Deshaun, how do you feel the energy, the wave of 2018, the music scene? What you think is gonna happen with the sound? What's gonna be the new sound? What sound coming out? What sound going out? What sound coming in?
I think the sound is going to get a lot more organic, and it's going to be a little bit more instrumentation, and I think the digital sound is starting to waver.
I can see that because sonically, me personally, I don't really like digital sounds too much. Certain artists can pull it off really great, but for me personally, for my personal taste, I like instrumentation. I like live instrumentation in the music. You know what I'm saying? It brings I don't know, a different sense of I'm about to say relatability, but I don't know what it is. I love feeling the bass. I love feeling the drums. Hearing the drums. The drums, you got to give the drummer something whenever they drumming. That's an old African thing that they used to do. But I don't know, man. I can see that. So you think we're going to step away from the technical? I mean,
not fully, and we won't be fully into the more organic sound too. But I think it is slowly starting to. Because, the digital sound, the trap sound, it's just, I think we still gonna have a simple sound. I don't think it's gonna get too complicated, but I feel like that sound has been around for a while. So I think it's time to do something else.
So you think everybody gonna drop a Pimple Butterfly with the instrumentation he had on there, or what her name? What's my sister's name? Solange drop. The Birds of the Crane. Birds. What's the name of that album?
Cranes in the Sky.
Cranes in the Sky.
Seat at the Table.
Yeah, Seat at the Table. You think it's going to be more of that kind of sound, more of that kind of organic sound, or you think? And
not necessarily because organic sound, it can be a lot of different styles.
Right. Yeah.
So not necessarily their style in particular, but I do see a simpler, more practical, down to earth style. Even with the Neptune's latest thing with Rihanna, that it's a simple sound, but it's not really digital. It's just a couple of real instruments. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I don't know if it's going to be so simple. I think I don't know. I like simple organic sounds. I like instrumentation. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why Roots is probably one of within my top 5 all-time groups of all time, because they live instrumentation. Them be able to take their instrumentation and blend it and mesh it with jazz and hip hop. You dig what I'm saying? I love that sound. What do you like? That kind of sound? Do you like organic sound? What's your prefer? Your sonically? What's your sonically taste?
I like a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? It depends on my mood. It depends on what I want to hear. The Roots is cool. I like bands. I'm from a band, so I like bands. But I can also do some simple stuff. So I can hear. I feel like when songs are simple, you can concentrate a little bit more on the vocals. But I like crazy beats too. I like to get lost in beats too. That's fun, like some house music or something like that. It just kind of depends on the mood,
You know what album that came out last year But a lot of people liked it when it came out, but it wasn't like on the top 10 lists or nothing. But it was a really good album. Big Boy album came out last year.
Big Boy to me never get his just due.
He don't, man. Big Boy, man, y'all be sleeping on Big Boy.
Yeah, he never get. Big Boy production be real good. Outkast has legendary production.
They do.
And always had legendary production. Now they do like a big organic sound.
Yes, their sound is always organic.
But like big as in they have a lot going on all the time, usually. But it works.
It works. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's Andre influenced a lot of the sound from Outkast. Like, no, Big Boy produced and keep producing dope ass sounds. You know what I'm saying? Through his music. And he has an ear for great sounds. You know what I'm saying? He got an ear for great music.
Right.
Big Boy, yeah, a lot of people sleep on Big Boy. Now, when Andre 3000 came out and said, yo, Big Boy a better lyricist than him, well, that's his opinion about him. I think Andre just kind of, what you call it?
Shy?
No, we don't want to call it shy. I would say he just, he's so damn humble. You know what I'm saying? He's not
a lover of the spotlight?
Yeah, he's not the lover of the spotlight. He don't like to shine on him. And he does have a valid point as far as, like, when he think about Big Boy, when he was talking about Big Boy being a better rapper, and he was, in some cases, I think he was trying to say Big Boy is a more far along rapper and man than I am. I'm not married. You know what I'm saying? Big Boy got married when he was a kid. He was saying statements like that. And I think that's the conflict with Andre and himself. He's not comfortable with where he's at in place in life right now. Yeah, maybe that's the way. Maybe that's what it was. But Big Boy is really a dope MC. He's a dope, he's a legend. Like, people be sleeping on Big Boy.
He is the other half of Outkast.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to. I wish they would have did did more project with UGK. I think that would have been dope if they was able to do that. They did do that.
I did like this song.
Yeah, but you said something interesting earlier about how we think that the trap sound, the trap music era is going to kind of wean itself away.
Yeah,
it is weaning itself away.
I mean, I personally feel like I don't think it's going to just like die, but I think just like Snap and Crunk and what the hell going on?
Oh, I was sipping.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Sipping on some
but just like Snap and Crunk and whatever it was before, sounds just move.
Sounds evolve.
Yeah.
I mean, you never want your sound to stay in a stagnant place. If you think about Fela Kuti music, Fela Kuti music sound like it's moving. It sounded grand. It sounded like a heartbeat. If you ever listen to Fela Kuti, and I think that's what music does. It got the life of its own. It evolves to another level. You know what I'm saying? It grows up and it dies and then it be reborn. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant cycle, just like life. I think that's what music does. Do you have a particular? I'm trying to think of. Not necessarily sound, I just asked you that, but more so, do you have a particular stylistic? Like, for instance, you are an artist, right?
Yeah.
You have a particular style that you love more than the other, like that stand out more than anything. Like, you hear that sound, you're like, oh, I really like this sound. I always do. It's never going to get old for me.
Well, I think that changes too. I think that changes with age. But I think lately I've been listening to a lot of like 70s soul and disco stuff. That's really been feeling really good to me. I mean the 90s just because I came up in that era. But at the same time, I feel like sometimes the 90s get on my nerves because it's like all over the place. I almost like it's 1995 because I guess our generation has grown up now and now we kind of want to play it more or whatever. But I do like the 90s, but I've really been interested more so in more old soul, old funk, old stuff like that. Currently.
Yeah. I think that for me, I've always loved jazz. I always loved jazz. I was into jazz real young. That jazz will, like, I always say, I don't know if I told you. I know I told my older brother. I told him a long time ago. If I was to ever get married, I want my wife to be a jazz singer.
What?
Yeah, it was like, what? Why? What the fuck that got to do with why? You just love jazz. You want your wife to be a jazz singer, but just listen. The thing is, I love the sound of jazz. You know what I'm saying? A woman that can sing jazz, it's like organically beautiful to me. You know, that's why I like Janelle Monáe so much, because she can do that. You know what I'm saying? She did a song called Peachtree Blues. That is an amazing song, beautiful song. Love that song. That's one of the sounds. This jazz is a sound that it never gets old to. You know what I'm saying? And it always seems to evolve and be something different. It don't never sound the same to me. I hear different instrumentations and being used and differently. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I've never been super into jazz.
No, that's fine. A lot of people are not. A lot of people are not into jazz. A lot of people. There's some people who not into jazz, or people who are in people like, for me, I'm not super into disco. You know what I'm saying? I don't like disco sound. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I hate every disco song that came out. Like, you know, Whitney Houston has a great disco. Well, will you consider Whitney Houston earlier beginning stuff? Disco?
No.
Like, I want to dance with somebody.
That's like 80s pop.
80s pop. Like, I'm just not into the 70s music too much, other than, you know, the classics. You know what I mean?
Your parents were.
In the back, you know, the classics. Al Green. Not Al Green. Al Green came in. Yeah, Al Green. I love those sounds. I love the soul. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I love their music. The Gap Band, I love their music. And Bob Marley, he was heavy in the 70s.
That's reggae. So that's reggae.
Yeah, I like reggae too. Like, you see more reggae coming into the culture, more being played more now. Within 2018 and beyond. Not really.
Not really.
Not really. I haven't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know about reggae coming up, but I love reggae.
I don't think it'll be any more than it won't be like a surplus of it. At least I don't see it.
Yeah, but from what you're hearing, you think people are going to try to do just like with Bruno Mars and try to hop on that wave of the 90s sampling trend like they've been doing last year?
I feel like Bruno Mars wore that out though.
He's going to wear it out.
I feel like it has been worn out. Like at this point, that sound like it's old all over again to me. But that's just me. I don't know what everybody else. I don't know what the rest of y'all.
You a hater.
But I feel like it was cool when Bruno did it, but it's been worn out. Like at this point, if someone was to come out with that sound, it would almost be immediately compared to Bruno Mars.
Yeah, they're doing Bruno.
Right.
They definitely doing Bruno. I think that I don't know. I still appreciate the 90s sound.
I do too.
To this day.
I do too.
Yeah, I still appreciate it, but I see exactly what you mean though. If somebody else was to do some more 90s music, I'm like, can we get something different? You know
right.
What I'm saying?
It's like, okay, I get it. Like, we love the 90s. I got it. Yeah, okay.
You think they're going to do the we love the 80s too?
They can, because 80s is like, because 90s has just been all over the place, so
All right, let's do this. 70s. Favorite song.
The whole 70s?
It's gonna be a hard one because you got to think.
It's like
There's so many.
It's not like I was around that era, so I could kind of like pick a song. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, you can pick a song that you will go to listen, that you can think right off the top of your head. A song that you can think.
I like Isley Brothers Between the Sheets.
Huh?
Isley Brothers Between the Sheets.
That came out in the 70s?
I feel like it did.
Oh, look it up. Actually, Brother Between the Sheets. And y'all let us know in the comment section if he got that right. If y'all know or care.
That's not 60s.
No, it's not the 60s. I was thinking more 80s.
Oh no, it came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know 70s like that.
I think Marvin Gaye came out, Inner City Blues came out in the 70s, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that I would say, I would definitely say the Inner City Blues, that whole album, Marvin Gaye whole album, definitely be one of my tops. Albums from the 70s or songs from the 70s.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Desire. Fire and Desire.
Oh, Rick James. Yeah, I love me some Rick James.
Rick James. Well, how do you feel about artists that you like to take those sounds and try to reuse it or re-bring it up? You know what I mean? Do you feel like they don't do it as a justice, or you think it's just a nice little tribute or homage to a sound?
You know, that's always a tough one, because it's like, it's okay until they touch something you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been doing samples forever until we got to the 90s. It was like, wait a minute, that's my era. Y'all go, you know what I'm saying? So I took it personal when they started messing with the 90s. But I got used to it. But whenever you sample something, I just think it's all about making it your own, you know, because we all inspired by something, you know what I'm saying? Like, even us doing podcasts, you know, we all creatives are inspired by other creatives. So you just need to truly be an artist and hone it and kind of make it so it, you know, it's yours, versus basically going and doing the same thing.
Well, let's look at it like this. I'm thinking about like Tory Lanez, when he came out, he had his big hit with Say It.
Yeah.
He redid Say It.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think artists that do those kind of songs, or their biggest songs, come from those sounds from another era? Do they lose touch of their self? They seem like they can't get in touch with, like, people may like their songs, may not even like their albums, but they really don't feel like, when I listen to Tory Lanez, I don't believe it. I don't see him. I see somebody else.
But you know what? I understand what you're saying, but I feel like at this point, I think Tory Lanez has kind of developed the style. Like, I see Tory Lanez now. I can see him.
What about like Miguel?
Well, Miguel to me doesn't really mimic the 90s.
He doesn't, but he seemed to struggle with finding his sound, finding a sound that works really well for him.
I think. Go ahead.
No. I was just about to. I'm just waiting to hear your answer.
With Miguel, I think Miguel is one of those artists who, you know, are really talented, but I feel like we're still waiting on something great from him. It's almost like, we know you can do it and you don't put out bad music, but it's like we're still waiting on that great project. You know what I'm saying? Like that great groundbreaking.
We're still waiting for his classic.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay.
That's interesting. I agree with that assessment on Miguel. Because, like, I think, like, Miguel, he's like the fourth quarter.
You think You think so?
Yeah, his last two projects, like, we was amped it up. You know, he came out there and did the weekend cover for SZA, and you know, people were eating that up. Like, oh shit, we better get a album from Miguel. And he dropped the album. It was like fourth quarter overtime, double overtime. Your team was up, and now they lost the lead, and then they lose the game. Thank you, UGA in Atlanta. Right. But
but I feel like that's not just Miguel. That's the entire genre.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Cause the entire genre does that. But you know, there's a lot of great R&B that came out last year. A lot of music came out last year. You know, It was really dope. I forgot, and I fell in love with like a lot of artists that came out last year. More than I did the previous years. Like the last time I fell in love with a whole bunch of new artists was when Kendrick and them was popping up. Now it's like, oh shit, I'm looking for a JID album. I'm looking for an Earth Gang album. I'm looking for Ari Lennox or Her or Sonder. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to these projects, right. The internet. You know, I just think one, the music does play a soundtrack to the life of the people. You know what I'm saying? It does play a soundtrack to and also in this way woke age that we're in today, right? We're in this state of awareness, a state of Aquarius, a state of information being disseminated, right? The energy of my art. I think the female artists are going to take a new wave of sound for the culture.
I feel like they maybe in rap.
Definitely in rap. Definitely.
But as far as everything else, girls already dominate everything else, in my opinion.
Yeah, but definitely in hip hop. That's what I'm saying. Like we in the age of my eye. We in the age of feminine energy. You know, they coming to the forefront. They coming to the forefront in leadership and creativity and everything. You saw it in hip hop last year, and you're going to see it 10 times more as the years progresses, as we grow and continue going into this age of women energy. And I think it's going to be a dope thing to see. Because you got Rhapsody killing the game, killing it last year with her great album, Layla Wisdom. You got a lot of different female artists, Brandy Kane, Shay, Oshun. Like I said, Oshun is going to probably shoot off this year. I really can see that. It's just, I think that music and the sound is definitely going to change, but become more organic. I don't think it's going to be as simple as like a nerd new album.
I mean, I don't think all of it will be like that. And when I say organic and simple. When I say simple, I feel like it's not, because I feel like music is already simple. The production is. It's just not a lot going on. When I say organic, I think they're going to switch a little bit more from the digital sound and go a little bit more towards like, and there'll still be some shit that you gonna do in Fruity Loops or Logic or Pro Tools. It won't be like, it might be, but don't, know what I'm saying? It could be either or, but over just the sound itself will be more of a natural sound to me. And it won't be totally, you know what I'm saying? You still gonna have your other shit, but I can just see more of that sound coming out,
Right. I think, well, I know for a fact from listening to the 2 songs that I just heard from the Black Panther album. The Black Panther album is going to be very digital.
Yeah,
it's going to be very digital, and I'm not saying I'm not excited. Be quite honest, if I can keep it true, not too excited for it.
What the second song sound like?
It's digital. It doesn't sound bad. It's him and Vince Staples, but I'm not really into the digital sound like that. I'm really not. It's like, I get it. I get why people do it. They want that futuristic sound, but
I like that sound because that's kind of an early 2000s sound. So I can see some of that kind of being in the mix. But when I mainly talk about is trap, I think the trap, the hi-hats, the stuff like that, I think that's kind of going to start pushing out. And I think, more of a, because I think that's one of the reasons Pharrell is back out, because that Kendrick song kind of sounds like Pharrell could have produced it, to me.
It does. So, sound very Pharrell production. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just an old head, I guess some people would say. I just like traditional instrumentation. I like instruments, in my music. It challenges the artist to a whole nother level. They got to step it up just as much as the band doing it. You know what I'm saying? If the band is really funky and really kicking the groove, you got to bring that groove with it. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of artists don't really touch on that lane, or can touch on that lane, because they can't match that energy. I remember I was listening to an interview. I think it was it Method Man? I think it was Method Man. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it was. Yeah,
it was somebody.
Method Man. I think it was Method Man. He was like saying he did a performance with the Roots, and he said he was out there with the Roots, and they're you know, they were killing it. The band was killing it, but he was like, shit, I forgot the words to my damn songs. I'm so focused on what the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? And so if you're not too used to it, you know what I'm saying, it can throw you off.
Right. But you know what? I agree with what you're saying, but I think it's all about the element that you're in. Mm-hmm. And the element that you're used to is going to dictate what's challenging to that artist. So there are some artists who are more used to a band, but they may not be used to a more digital sound. So that may be challenging to them.
For them, yeah, true.
So I think some of the stronger artists of, you know, our time, I guess, are artists who can kind of go through different sounds.
Right.
Doesn't mean like you're weak if you don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm not saying like
right.
can't like I ain't dissing Meth Man if he felt the way. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying like, you know, not like basically exactly what you're saying. You know, every artist can't really do, you know, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? They may try to dabble in it, see if they can touch it. You know, but you know, some of them may look for that challenge. Like, if I was an artist, I'd probably be more of an artist that's strictly, you know, instrumentation. You know what I'm saying? Instrumentation heavy, concept heavy, stuff like that, right? But then, if I was going to try to challenge myself, I would try to do a digital sound and see if I can make that work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that would be a challenge for me because I don't really like it. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you get the right producer, you can find something for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's really about a vibe. It's about the energy. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about there's a science to sounds. You know what I'm saying? That's sonically appealing to the ears and sonically unappealing to the ears, but it worked for a song. There's a lot of songs like that. Hell, Vince Staples got a dope ass album. He got a couple of songs that just sonically not appealing to the ear, but the song fucking worked.
And that's your ear.
And that's my ear.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody else ears. Certain sounds is not appealing to nobody's ears, but certain songs may work or not work to a person based off of suggestion. But certain sounds does have a negative tone to it and a positive tone to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm acting like I'm a sound engineer. I'm not. But I don't know.
You can still speak on it though.
Man, I will speak on it. Shit. You want me to act like an expert? Damn sure try.
We don't need that.
Okay. But John, what are some songs that you can think of that touches you emotionally?
A song that touches me emotionally.
Not necessarily emotionally, but you know, yeah, emotionally. Let's just stick with that.
Emotionally. I don't know about emotionally. I like Maxwell's song.
Pretty Wings?
No, I like A Woman's Work.
Oh,
but I like all of Maxwell's songs. But and that song is actually a cover, so that's someone else's song. I forgot her name, but I like that song. And then sometimes it's just about the singer. You know what I'm saying? Like I like anything Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like shit.
Damn, girl, you going through this again?
Right. Like, after you hearing that, you be feeling some type of way. So,
yeah. There's some new artists.
Oh my gosh, I was just listening to a song that made me feel weird.
I'm trying to think. For me, you said Maxwell, Angie Stone song, Throwing Back the Years. Throwing back the years, thinking about the days that we had lost.
Okay, Angie Stone.
Yeah, Angie Stone. That song, and the reason why that song, one, I would love that song to be the theme song for the Mother's House.
Oh, really?
Yes, because it's so remembering the past, the good times with your family, You know what I'm saying? It puts you in that place. It put me back. It takes me back to those years whenever I hear that song, and it does get me emotional because I lost my brother. We lost mother.
Mm-hmm.
I lost my father. It bring me back when they was all here. You know what I'm saying? That's every time I hear that song, I'm fighting tears. Every time I hear that song. That song. Another song that get me emotional. There's a lot of songs.
I don't really get emotional from songs.
But it's not like I'll start crying.
Right.
That's the only song that can possibly get me to cry. That's the only song possibly can get me to cry. That song from Angie Stone. Well, it's not Angie Stone's song. That's I don't even know the original singer from that song, for that song.
It's this song I heard on the old station. It's called I Try by Angela Bofill.
Yeah, I heard that song, yeah.
Yeah, that song, I like that song a lot. I had to find it on Apple Music and was listening to it.
Back to back, right?
Yeah, because I like the notation and how it moves. That moves me more than, I don't know, lyrics. I like sounds and just when I hear certain sounds and certain, chord progressions, I kind of react to it. Like I can feel that a lot better than I can just feel. I love lyrics. I'm a lyricist, so I'm all about lyrics. But I more so react as far as like emotion and feeling off of the music.
Feeling off the music.
Yeah.
I like. There's a song that we just recently played.
What?
And it really does. It really is a great song. It's a really good song. I really like that song. It's your song.
Oh, my song. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's your song. Amazing. That song, amazing.
You like that song?
Not amazing.
You talking about Being With You?
Being With You. Yeah, I really like Being With You. It's just the way it comes in. That
Being With You should have been the hit.
Like you did a great job with that song. Like I think I told you earlier, like that. Some of your songs from the Creed is like timeless. Like it really is. That song, the song that we had the video for it. Like those are timeless songs. Like those songs could work today. You know what I'm saying? I like songs. I like timeless songs. I like timeless music. The Cornerstone by Bob Marley is, oh my God, it's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, I like Is This Love.
Is This Love is a great, that's a great song.
Yeah, that's a good song. I like that song. Make the rooftop alright.
I also love, I like some of the new shit like that sound. Like Deshaun, I played Hereditary to you probably 2, 3 times. But Brian, honestly, I listen to JID Hereditary like damn near every day. I like that song that much. If I like a song, I'm gonna play it a lot.
Right.
Most people would get tired of it and be like, "Man, I'm so tired of this song." If I was playing it in my car for other people, they would get tired of it. So that's why I'm glad I have headphones. Cause I can just listen to my songs, the music I like, constantly.
Right.
I love that song, and because not only is the message in it, the melody in it, the groove that he comes with it, and then he's a rapper that he's doing it on it. It's just a dope ass song to me. There's a lot of music that like it keeps me enjoying music. You know what I'm saying? And that's for anybody. Everybody can find something in the music that keeps them enjoying it.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know what else I have to say about music, man. I just think this is 2018. It could be a great year for music, or we hope so.
It's always a great year for music.
Say that again?
It's always a great year for music. It's always great music being put out all the time.
It always. I mean, we just have to be open to listen. You know what I'm saying? And have an open mind. But tell us what y'all think, man, in the comment section. Let us know what y'all feel how the music scene is going to be this year. What y'all expect, what y'all highest expectations for this year. I am interested to hear Lupe Fiasco album, because I want to see if he's going to diss Kendrick on the album. I'm also interested in hearing Black Panther, but like I said, I'm not into the digital sound. I'm really not. not 100% into the digital sound. That's just me. But I don't know if the whole album's going to be digital. But I'm just not into it. Like when I listened to the Nerd album, I didn't really like it.
I love the Nerd album. I like that. It was fun. I enjoyed the beats, and because they're producers, so it's going to be a beat heavy album. It's just a fun album to get lost in. I like that. It reminded me of the early 2000s.
I can see that. I definitely can see it. But I'm into content. I'm into lyrics. I'm into the energy of the albums flowing together. See, when I listened to Nerd, it was jumping all over the place for me. And I think that was the point of that album. But let us know what y'all think. What y'all are looking forward to hearing this year. Who y'all looking forward to hearing? Are we still waiting for the Andre 3000 album? I know I am. Don't know if it's ever going to happen. But let us know in the comment section below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. And until next time, peace, love, and light to y'all.
Peace out.